Bambiz Marketing presents Elder Law Growth, the podcast that helps elder law and estate planning attorneys attract clients without wasting time or money. I'm your host, Amy Hurst. Let's dive in.
So a lot of our clients are really worried about their Google reviews. It is so important to manage your online reputation. It used to be that if you did business with someone and you had a great experience, you would tell your family, you would tell your friends, you would tell your neighbors, and then from word to ear, back to mouth to ear, the community would start to have this really good idea of your business, and you would have this wonderful reputation. And then it would snowball, and you'd get more and more and more business as you gave great customer service to more people. But that doesn't happen in real life as much. It definitely still is a piece, like networking and word of mouth are still big components of growing your business and having a good reputation. But the majority of it happens online now, and it happens on Google. They've done studies where the majority of people are looking at Google reviews to help them make a decision on who they want to do business with. And so we need to look at both how to get more reviews, but also how to get good reviews, how not to get negative reviews, and what to do when we do get a negative review.
That was Lexi Lauren. She's not only our amazing senior marketing manager here at Bambiz, but she has an extensive background, over 15 years worth of extensive work when it comes to building businesses from the ground up, helping them not only start, but grow and be able to sell at a profit. And one of the best ways to do that is through online reputation. So I have asked Lexi to join me for this podcast episode to share with our listeners, the elder law and estate planning attorneys, and how to boost your online reputation. She's going to give some really good golden nuggets on what you can do to turn things around if there's some negative feedback on your Google listing, how to reply. She's going to show you the easiest way to get clients to leave feedback, because that's a big hurdle, getting to even get clients to leave a review. Even if they had an amazing experience, it's still a hurdle to go through to get people to leave you a review. It's just one of those things that we all had to jump through as business owners, is getting people to leave reviews. So she's going to share the top points of why people are getting 1-star reviews, why people are getting 5-star reviews, and how you can get more 5-star reviews, and what to do with those negative Nancy's, because everyone, no matter how good of a service you provide, there's going to be those negative Nancy's or those Karens going online and just trolling people on their businesses, unfortunately. So stick around to the end, because that's where Lexi is going to share with you the number one thing where you can boost your online reputation, and it has nothing to do with stars. It has nothing to do with stars. So let's dive in.
And it used to be, maybe somebody up the road has something negative to say about everybody, so you don't listen to them as closely. But online, you don't know this person. You're just seeing their words. And also for businesses, it can be really frustrating because there's not really a great way to get those negative reviews taken down. Now, if they're spam, you can absolutely appeal to Google. And if it's spam, they'll remove it. But it is very hard to get a negative review removed if, say, you feel like they were never a customer, or if they just give a 1-star with no explanation. That's a really hard review to remove unless Google looks at that person, that profile, and they see that, again, like spamming across their account. So it can be really, really frustrating, but there is hope for 1-star and negative reviews, but we'll talk about that towards the end of the episode. So can I show you some examples of some 1-star reviews, and we can kind of take a look?
Yeah, let's see what the 1-star reviews look like and these are for elder law and estate planning attorneys.
Yes, these are for primarily elder law and estate planning attorneys. Now, it was kind of difficult. I did not look at our clients, mostly because our clients really don't get 1-star reviews. We work with some amazing people.
Yeah, we do.
And then I kind of brought into like lawyers and attorneys in general to find some 1-star reviews, because there's some tasty ones out there. There's a piece of me that actually really loves reading a horrible 1-star review.
Oh yeah, because they're so full of passion.
Yes. All right, so we've got some 1-star reviews here just to get started. We were talking about how you might just get like a 1-star review in passing. So this is an example. This is a local guide. A little bit of shame on them because they gave a 1-star review, like a drive-by, and
that's not helpful at all.
Yeah, that's not guiding anyone.
Oh man.
But they do happen. And then this is a very common negative review I see specifically for attorneys. I needed their service. I have received no reply via email or phone call. Personally, at this point, wouldn't see them as dependable. So there is a pattern of making sure that the communications with the client, that's one of the number one complaints I see in negative reviews online, is not having a good back and forth communication. Maybe their phone calls haven't been answered, or voicemails not returned, or emails get missed. And it happens. It can be really, really difficult for smaller law firms where the attorney is doing the work. They're the business owner. They're managing employees. They're probably running payroll. They're doing a lot. And things get missed.
So many hats.
So many hats. So there it can be really important to make sure that there are processes in place, that you're hiring someone who has really got good attention to detail. And you may need to hire somebody else who's really, really good with people, that has excellent customer service.
So you were saying that that's one of the common reasons why people leave 1-star reviews is for like the lack of communication, for people calling or emailing and there's no like follow-up or anything.
Yes, either for initial interactions, there was no follow-up, or where I see people get really angry is maybe they have engaged in services, maybe done a consultation, and then not received any feedback. And then the worst is when they're waiting on their paperwork, whether it's, their Medicaid application or results, or the actual estate plan.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, I actually just did an interview with an elder law attorney who's fantastic. And he actually brought up this point of during his consultations, which this is brilliant. Like he'll give his potential clients the timeline of the Medicaid applications, this kind of take the load off of his shoulders and kind of put the ball back in the potential client's court and say, this is what you can expect. This is the timeline. So that way people aren't leaving negative reviews of saying, this is taking so long, I don't understand why. Like he took all the guesswork out of it for the potential clients. That way people aren't sitting around twiddling their thumbs and getting angry at the attorney. It was brilliant.
As a reminder, 1-star reviews happen. They happen. You might run across a Karen, and no fault of your own, you have stumbled upon a wild Karen and she is going to be unhappy. It happens.
Well, yeah, you just never know. People could just have a really bad day. It had nothing to do with you, and they just got to take the heat out on someone. There are the things out there for sure. It
happens. So don't get discouraged if you run across just someone that nothing that you could do, no amount of wonderful customer service is going to make them happy for whatever reason. It is okay. It is okay. And we'll talk more about what you can do for that later. I found this law firm online. We're going to call them Law Firm A for their privacy. So I found this law firm. They had a 2-year streak where they just had bad review after bad review after bad review. So for whatever reason, when they're not a client, I didn't work there. I don't know why, but they had this period of time where they're getting negative review after negative review. So if that happens, you want to kind of stop and take a look at the business. You want to take a look at yourself, take a look at your employees, Remember that leadership comes from the top down. So if you are the business owner and obviously things are going wrong, make sure you take a look at yourself. What tone are you setting for the office? And then make sure that you're communicating your expectations for your office staff to them so that they know that they need to be giving this 5-star service, and set the example as well. And then again, if people aren't your strong suit, hire someone that is really good with people, that gives excellent customer service. Sometimes attorneys feel like if they can give like a really thorough estate plan that covers all of the bases, that is all they have to do for a client. And that they're helping people the most by doing the paperwork to an excellent degree. So you might have gone to school for, X amount of years. You've done so many papers, been in university forever, then had to pass the bar. Now you're an attorney, you're a estate planning attorney or elder law attorney, and it's time to do the work for the people. And so you can be doing just absolutely phenomenal work for the people. The paperwork can be fantastic. But if that customer service is lacking, unfortunately, that's going to be the thing that sticks in people's minds. That's going to be the thing that they're sharing online. That's going to be your reputation.
I'm just going back to thinking about the crisis with Medicaid and nursing home costs and these adult children who are frantically trying to find an elder law attorney to help them afford long-term care. The people are stressing out when they call elder law attorneys and estate planning attorneys, especially if they had to go through probate. So people are stressed out by the time that they find you on Google. It's a make or break, depending on whoever's answering the phone. If there's kindness, gentleness, respect, active listening, that's not too common. Unfortunately, that's not too common.
And you hit the nail on the head. That is the magic recipe for 5-star customer service. Very, very, it's not very often that someone is going to leave a 5-star review detailing out how the estate plan was crafted, like all the intricacies that the attorney is putting into the work is not going to make it into the 5-star review, unfortunately.
The
clients, they're not seeing the beauty there. And so that can be really frustrating as an attorney, because you're just putting all of this work in and it's maybe not being seen. Yeah. So, if you're frustrated, it is very valid. It is valid. But so for law firm A, they had this streak of bad reviews, but they did turn it around. And so even if you do get bad reviews, you can look at yourself critically and start to work towards that. Now, they still have a long way to go. Their overall rating was still around 3.8, but they're coming back. The more recent reviews are like this one. The attorneys are amazing, super informative, actually care, highly recommended. So if you're getting more than a one-off negative review and you make changes, you will see results. Yes. And in conjunction with improving the customer service, the other thing that you would want to do is boost reviews. Okay, so now we're doing a better job. All right, we're getting 5-star reviews. Now we need to ask, which again, like a reputation management tool would be really helpful, so that you're making sure you're asking for lots of reviews, because now again, that quantity comes into play, where the negative reviews need to really be outpaced by the positive reviews now.
Sure.
But absolutely, you can turn it around and improve your reputation online. So I do have a secret, though. I have a number 1 tip for your online reputation. Are you ready for it, Amy?
I am ready. Okay, so this is for the Google reviews. All right, lay it on me. What's the number 1 tip that you have?
So the number 1 tip for improving your online reputation really doesn't have to do with getting positive reviews. It has to do with your negative reviews.
What?
Yes, it all has to do with how you respond to your reviews. If you got a negative review, you can 100% turn it around by how you respond to it.
Okay.
Potential clients are not just looking at your 5-star reviews and why, but when there's a negative interaction, how did you respond? Because things happen and people are reasonable. They know that mistakes will be made, but how you, as the attorney and the business owner, respond to that negative situation will really be the make or break between whether someone decides to do business with you or not. If you see a negative reviewer and you go, that might be a Karen, and then the business turned around and they responded with utmost professionalism and respect, you're going to go, that is a company that I want to do business with, because I know that I will be respected. Because if they're respecting an unreasonable person, they're absolutely going to respect me.
Yes, that's it. That's it.
So I have a couple examples from our clients that we manage their Google reviews and we help them respond. So these are not even really negative reviews. Most of our clients, the worst review they're getting is like a 3-star.
Yeah,
but still,
clients, way to go. Good job.
They're amazing. But it is still important to respond to them. So just like it is as an example, we thank them for the review. Thank them for the review, regardless of how many stars. They took the time out of their day to give you feedback. And then say we always strive for 5-star service. If there's anything we can do to improve our client experience, please don't hesitate to contact us. Client satisfaction is important to us. Again, thank you for your feedback.
Very nice.
Yes. And they're addressing them by name. So dear, I've linked it out for privacy, family, and then this next one is thank you, and then the person's name. So thank you, so-and-so, for your review. We do not have any knowledge of you or your business. If we can be of service or improve on something, please feel free to contact us directly. Thank you. So again, like this is kind of the comparison. Now we respond and we said, hey, we don't know that we've done business with you because it was a negative review. 3 stars shouldn't be negative, but it does impact your overall rating.
Sure.
So it is important to thank them. And then always remember that how you are responding to your reviews online isn't just a conversation between you and the person who left the review. It's a conversation between you and all your potential clients. Anyone that comes up past your business profile and sees that, you're having a conversation with them now as well. So, just be aware that it is public. This isn't a private communication between you and this unsatisfied client. It's on a billboard, so to speak.
It's public.
It's public.
I mean, I love that Lexi brought this up, because this is the number one way you can really turn things around on your Google reviews and take advantage of the negative Nancys who are posting bad reviews on your Google account, because that's a perfect way for you to show your true colors of that you actually do care. Absolutely.
So to distill it down into some just easy tips. So number 1, you need to get a lot of reviews. The secret to getting reviews is you have to keep asking for them. You can't stop asking. And people want to give reviews. Oh, yeah. Don't think that people don't want to. You just have to ask them, and you make it really easy. So sending a direct link to your page. And if you have a question on how to do that, I can help you. So ask for reviews and then give 5-star service. If you're giving 1-star service, there's no way you're going to get a 5-star review. If you're giving 5-star service, you're going to get a lot of 5-star reviews. And the truth is you will still get some negative reviews, but the great news is how you respond to those negative reviews can completely turn it around. You can have a great online reputation, even if you don't have a 5-star rating. when a potential client's looking through those reviews, they'll be able to read your responses and go, you know what, this person actually really does give 5-star service.
What's the best way for our listeners to get more reviews and make it easy for their clients?
Right. So the easiest thing is like to use a reputation management tool, like the one that we use at Bambiz, and that we give our clients access to. But if you don't, then the easiest way to get more reviews would be for you to make a Google Doc or a Word doc, type out how you want to ask for the review in text message or email, and then keep the link to your Google review there in that document. And then just keep it up, keep it nearby. If you have your receptionist, make sure she has it up so that if you have a really great experience with the client, you can grab that information and send it off to them while it's front of mind. Mm-hmm. You want to get that link to your Google review by going to your Google business profile, hitting review, and then you want to grab that URL that from in the top bar where you go and you type in google.com, you're going to grab that whole link. And that's the link you want to send to people because it's going to be the easiest one for them to send the review from. It's going to take them right to your profile.
If you'd like to reach Lexi, she works with us. You can reach her at lexi@bambiz.net. That's lexi@bambiz.net. Or you can contact any one of us, team@bambiz.net, and we would be happy to reach back to you and start a conversation if you have questions about Google reviews, about anything really with your online reputation. This is what we do, and we love to help you succeed because the more you succeed, the more families you help. So we want to help you succeed in your communities. Feel free to email any one of us, and we're here to help you. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.
Thanks for listening to the Elder Law Growth Podcast, the place to be for all things marketing for elder law and estate planning law firms. If you liked this podcast, please leave us a review wherever you are listening to this podcast. If you'd like to outsource your marketing to our team, go to bambiz.net and book a free call with us today.